Good evening, everyone. I wanted to answer and respond to some questions that have been posed to me based on the Wednesday afternoon teleconference that I'm facilitating for the National Conference of Women Bar Associations. We're having a teleconference tomorrow to address the topic, Rainmaking White Female. It has generated tremendous interest, and we've received a tremendous number of questions. So while we have our limited time on the recorded program tomorrow, I wanted to take this time to respond to some of the questions so folks can pop over to my LinkedIn profile and find the responses to their questions. And one of the questions, which was like a quintuple, if that's even a word, a quintuple set of questions, was generalizing what is the common mistakes that females make regarding rainmaking. Excellent question. As you may or may not know, women and males communicate and function very differently in the workplace. Women are inherent relationship builders, and for that purpose alone, they really do have a leg up on building a prosperous client base, because in professional services, relationship building is the cornerstone to a prosperous business. So one of the many ways that women can stand out, distinguish themselves, is in their inherent ability to build relationships and staying and getting connected, or getting and staying connected rather. One example of this is as mothers and daughters and sisters and wives and partners and best girlfriends, we have multifaceted lives. So I often give the example that I've heard many times over a long time. When women are out and about with their daughters or their sons, taking them to their extracurricular activities, by developing what we call the growth mindset, and that is being aware of what is around us, who is around us, what opportunities may be laying right at our feet if we recognize them as such. It's taken the opportunity to engage proactively with those around us because of this inherent ability to foster relationships. It's reaching out to your daughter's best friend Susie's mother, Casey, and asking her, what does she work outside of the home? If she does, what does she do? How long has she been doing that? How did she get started in that? It's like being a roving reporter, asking questions, not as an interrogation, because we're genuinely interested. And as women, we immediately connect over something as simple as the color of our lipstick. So it doesn't take anything for women to connect in dialogue and relationship building. And so the sooner you can find a way to connect with a man or a woman in a business sense, and you do the asking, being interested in the other person rather than being interesting and doing the majority of the talking, then that's one striking example of how women have a wonderful way to foster these relationships from the outset. One of the mistakes, I would say, or not mistakes, but challenges that I've seen women make over so many years, women lawyers make, women professionals, is lack of confidence. Now, I've gotten pushback on that, and so from some women saying that they have plenty of confidence, but confidence can rear its head, or lack of confidence can rear its head in a number of different ways. How about that voice inside of our heads that is second guessing ourselves, or how we are listening to the inner critic, or we question and doubt ourselves, or we're afraid that we didn't say the right thing, or what will other people think, or our disease to please, or we don't feel like we belong in a particular group because we're not smart enough, tall enough, assertive enough, introverted enough, whatever it is, but being enough. I've seen it over 25 plus years. It's not age discriminate. I've worked with women 25 who've just graduated law school. I've worked with them up to 70, 75. And this is a common thread that I've seen. And the reason that I mention this is because successful rainmaking starts with having confidence. Confidence in your ability to adeptly accomplish a task, and the task is building a book of business, and that doesn't happen overnight. And you understand that it's a process, and you must have a plan. Written is even better, having a written plan. And so before I often work with women lawyers, I invite them to do some internal checks of where they are, where they stand with their feelings of, can I do this? Do I know what I'm doing? Am I confident? Can I reach out? Can I maintain contact? Can I follow up? What am I going to say? There's a gazillion questions, all the what if questions, that if we build a sense of self-confidence, that we are confident in our ability to figure it out as we go along. But the greatest sense of confidence comes from recognizing that we don't know what we don't know. That is a tremendous asset. So you reach out to those who do know, because we all have our areas of expertise. So I would have to say one of the greatest challenges that I see with women is not the execution of building a book, but it's the mindset around developing a book, a business, a client base as one of the women's greatest challenges. And so I personally have a tremendously useful reading list that I'd be happy to share with anyone. Just contact me at kimberly@klamarketing.net. I'd be more than happy to share that with you. That covers all ground of finding our power, actually building a book, on business development, confidence, communications, negotiation, asking for what you want. That's something that women really struggle with. They're not their best own advocate, and the list goes on and on. So please reach out. I'd be happy to have a conversation around this particular topic and how you can successfully navigate beyond it to step into the power that you already own.